There are moments when I reach my limit, when every prayer feels worn and thin. I've given more than I thought I had, and still the road keeps pulling in. I thought I had to be resilient, I thought I had to stay upright, but you never asked me to be fearless. You asked me to stay in the light. When my courage starts to crumble and my hands can't hold on tight, you don't step back from my weakness, you move closer in the night.
You don't leave when I'm exhausted, you don't turn away.
You stay when the strength is gone,
when my faith
feels barely holding. I don't have to prove that I'm okay. You stay when the strength is gone,
when my hope feels
fragile and small. Even when I have nothing left, you stay.
I've learned that asking for help isn't failure, isn't defeat. It's an act of honest trust when my knees fall to the floor in need. You don't shame my empty hands, you don't rush my quiet cry. You sit with me in the waiting and teach my heart how to rely. If the journey takes more than I planned, if the answers take their time, you remind my restless spirit that you are always on my side. I don't have to face tomorrow with borrowed strength. You stay when the strength is gone, when my faith
feels barely holding on. I don't have to prove that I'm okay. You stay when the strength is gone,
when my hope feels
fragile and small. Even when I have nothing left, you stay. You stay. With obedience and silence with your retreat, but you meet me in the weakest place where surrender feels complete. You don't wait for me to rise before you come and meet me here. You bend low to hold my breathing, you speak calm into my fear. So if today all that I have is one small step of faith, I will trust the God who stays with me in every fragile place. I don't need to be unbroken to be held by grace. You stay when the strength is gone, and I feel you even now. Not because the storm has ended, but because you won't back down. You stay when the strength is gone, and this truth will hold me strong, no matter how long the night may last. You stay. If my prayers come out in pieces, you stay. If my voice is barely sound, I will trust the God who listens, even when no words are found. If the road feels overwhelming, if the weight comes back again, I will rest in what I know is true. You stay until the end. You stay when I feel unworthy. You stay when I feel afraid. You stay and I don't know how. You stay. You stay. You stay. You stay. You stay when the strength is gone, and I don't have to carry on alone. Every breath becomes a prayer, because I know you're there. You stay when the strength is gone, and I will trust you day by day. Not because I'm strong enough, but because you stay. You stay. You stay. You stay.
You've been carrying things no one ever saw you pick up, holding questions, holding fear, holding days that never slow. You learned how to keep going even when your hands were full. You told yourself just one more step and then another one. But the weight didn't leave quietly, it stayed close to your skin. And now you're tied in places no one ever asked about. You don't have to hold it all anymore. You don't have to hold it all anymore. You don't have to stay upright. You don't have to keep it together just to make it through the night. You don't have to hold it all anymore. Let your hands fall open now. God is close enough to carry what you're ready to lay down. You were strong when you had to be, brave in ways no one knew. But survival doesn't mean you have to keep proving it's true. There's a difference between surviving and finally being allowed to rest. And this moment is asking for nothing more than that. You don't need to explain the past. You don't need to guard your heart. You can sit with what's unfinished and let God take his part. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to hold it all anymore. Even if you don't know how, just let the tension soften. Let your shoulders come down. Yeah. You don't have to hold it all. You don't have to hold it all anymore. Nothing's asking you to stay strong. God is holding you gently, and he's been here all along. Lay it down slowly. Sometimes letting go feels unsafe, like the ground might give way. But rest doesn't mean collapse. It just means you don't have to brace. God is not waiting for perfection. He's not timing your release. He's simply present in the space where you finally breathe. If all you can give is honesty, if all you can do is stay, then let that be enough tonight. Nothing is is being taken from you. You don't have to hold it all. You've done enough, you've come this far now. Come this far, now let yourself be held. You don't have to hold it all anymore. God is steady and near, carrying what's too heavy, with patience, not fear. You get it because you had to, not because you had to. Now you can stop, you can rest. God is strong enough to hold what you release. Nothing will fall apart when you let go. You can sit right here. Nothing needs to be fixed tonight. You are safe here. And God hasn't moved. Don't have to hold it all. He's carrying you gently like He always knew. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel whole. There's a room here for what's unfinished, for the parts you still. No one's asking for progress. No one's measuring change. You're not being evaluated. You're being gently stayed. If your heart still aches, quiet, it doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're human and still allow time. You're not required to heal right now without needing to heal. You don't have to become something for this love to be real.
You're held
without needing to heal.
You're held
without needing to heal. God is close to your breathing. God is close to how you feel. Survival leaves its questions that don't answer on command. Some wounds only soften when they're allowed to stand. So if peace feels partial or comfort feels thin, that doesn't cancel the presence that's sitting with you in. You don't have to hurry the quiet. You don't have to chase relief. This moment is strong enough to hold your disbelief. Nothing is being withheld from you. You're held without needing to heal. Nothing needs to be finished. Nothing needs to be sealed. Without needing to heal.
You're held
without needing to heal. God is patient with the places you don't know how to feel still. God isn't waiting on answers. He's not standing at the door. He's sitting in the middle of the questions you ignore. If all you have is honesty, if all you have is breath, that's more than enough for this kind of rest. You don't need to change your posture. You don't need to rise above. You're already being held by a love that's not in a rush. Nothing else is required.
Your help
Without needing to heal. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to kneel.
Your help
Without needing to heal.
Your help
Without needing to heal. God is not asking for a movement, just that you stay still.
You don't have to be fixed to be held. You don't have to be whole to be loved.
Stay. God is here, and that's enough. Your help without needing to heal. And this moment can last as long as it needs your help without needing to heal. Let the night stay gentle. You're safe here. You survived what you couldn't name, days that asked too much of you. You stayed standing when your strength didn't know what else to do. You learned how to keep breathing when rest felt out of reach. Now nothing here is urgent, nothing asks you to leave. The noise is finally quieted, the weight is learning how to sit. This is not the end of the story, it's the place where you admit you don't have to move right now. You survived, now be still. You don't have to keep proving what you already live. You survived, now be still. Let the silence hold you, let your body feel. Survival taught you vigilance, how to stay awake inside. But now the danger has passed, even if your nerves don't recognize. So if your thoughts keep circling, or your breath comes shallow and tight, that doesn't mean you're unsafe. It means you survived the fight. There's no instruction in this moment, no checklist to complete, just a quiet invitation to finally take a seat. You're safe enough to pause. You survive. Now be still. Nothing needs your attention. Nothing needs your will. You survive. Hey. Now be still. God is closer than the noise and gentler than your skill. Stay here. God is not asking questions. He's not waiting for a plan. He's sitting in the quiet, holding your tired hands. You don't need to call this healing. You don't need to see the change. This moment is enough to let your soul rearrange. If all you can do is rest, if all you can do is breathe, then let that be worship. Let that be belief. Nothing else is required. You survive. Now be still. You've carried enough. You've done your will. You survive. Hey. Now be still. God is not in a hurry. He's staying with you. You made it. That matters. Now stop running inside. Let the ground hold you. Let God stay near. No effort, no outcome, just stillness. You survive. Hey. Now be still. Nothing more to achieve. You survive. Hey. Now be still and let yourself believe. There's a quiet that comes after you've done all you could. Not the silence of giving up, but the stillness of having stood. Your heart learned how to endure. Your mind learned how to stay awake. Now there's nothing left to defend, nothing left to escape. The noise has lost its grip. The urgency has eased. You're not waiting for the next blow. You're allowed to be at ease. This quiet is not empty. This is the quiet after survival, where nothing needs your name. You don't have to stay alert. You don't have to explain. This is the quiet after survival, where rest begins to grow. God is sitting in the silence, letting your soul slow. You're not numb, you're settling. There's a difference you can feel. This calm isn't absence, It's the body learning what's real. If your thoughts come and go, let them pass without command. Nothing here is asking you to understand. You don't need to search for meaning. You don't need to trace the pain. This moment is just a breathing after standing in the rain. You don't have to fill the space. This is the quiet after survival. You can sit right here. You don't have to keep watch. Nothing is coming near. This is the quiet after survival. And God is still around, not to fix or rush the moment, just to keep you grounded. Quiet, safe. God is not interrupting. He's not asking for a sign. He's honoring the part of you that crossed the hardest line. If you're unsure how to rest, or afraid that calm won't stay, just remember this quiet isn't something you have to create. It's already here, waiting for you, asking nothing, just staying true. Nothing else is required. This is the quiet after survival, and it's allowed to last. You don't need to move ahead. You don't need to look back. This is the quiet after survival. God is near, not loud. Let your breath come naturally. You don't need to bow.
You made it.
Now rest.
Nothing chasing.
Nothing demanding.
Just quiet.
Just presence.
God stay.
You stay. This is the quiet after survival. Let it hold you tonight. You don't have to do anything to make this right. This is the quiet after survival. God is still here. Let the silence be gentle. You're safe here. I've learned how to smile without meaning, how to answer before they ask. I keep the cracks out of the daylight and save the truth for after dark. I'm good at being dependable, at doing what is needed most. But there's a part of me that's tired from carrying what never shows. I don't fall apart and I don't let the weight be seen. I hold it all together quietly, somewhere in between.
I don't call for attention.
I
Don't ask to be known.
I just need a place to rest where I don't have to be strong.
I've been holding it together quietly,
Keeping my balance
steady and slow. I've been holding it together quietly,
more than they'll ever know.
I've been holding it together quietly.
But I don't have to do it alone. I can finally loosen my grip and let you hold what I hold. Loosening. There's a difference between surviving and feeling truly safe.
Really safe.
I mastered getting through the days, but nights are harder to escape. Whoa. I don't regret the strength
I learned.
it carried me this far. But even strength needs somewhere to lay down its armor. I don't need to be applauded for how long I stay composed. I just need to breathe without pretending I'm unexposed. You don't pressure me to open up. You don't ask me.
You don't ask me to explain.
You just stay close enough to carry what I can't name. I've been
Holding it together clearly,
through every unseen fight.
sorry unsafe.
I've been
Holding it together quietly,
day after night.
day after. I've been holding it together quietly,
But I'm learning how to rest.
I don't need to be unbreakable.
I don't need to be held like this. Quietly,
Quietly,
quietly, yeah.
quietly, quietly,
Oh,
quietly, quietly.
I'm discovering a gentler strength that doesn't clench or brace. A strength that comes from being seen and not from holding my place. You don't expose what's fragile, you don't rush what's slow. You meet me in the middle and let the healing grow. I don't have to drop everything to prove I need you near. I just stop pretending I'm okay and you are here.
I don't need the weight gone overnight. I don't need the pressure gone.
Hey,
If I can lay it down for just a while, then I can carry on.
I've been strong in silent ways that no one ever knew. But strength finds its rest when it leans into you.
I don't break,
I don't disappear.
I don't disappear.
I just let myself be held right made it through the night, even if it didn't feel like victory, even if your body's still holding everything the days demanded. You didn't collapse, you didn't disappear. You stayed when it was heavy, and now you're here. There were moments you almost let go, not loudly, just quiet inside. But something in you kept breathing, even when hope stayed quiet. That matters more than you know.
You made it through the night,
not because you were strong,
but because you didn't quit.
when everything felt long.
You made it through the night.
Now it's okay to rest. You don't have to hold yourself up.
You don't have to pass the test.
Survival doesn't always feel heroic. Sometimes it just feels tired, like your soul is still standing, but your strength is retired. You carried more than you should have, smiled when you had no space, and now all that's left is the need to feel safe. This is not the moment for answers, this is not the place to explain. This is where the way can soften, and you don't have to pretend. You don't have to be brave here.
You made it through the night,
And that is enough. Even if your heart still feels sore and your hands still shake,
you made it through the night.
so let yourself breathe. Let the quiet hold you now.
You don't have to leave.
Still here, still breathing. You don't need to call this healing. You don't need to name the pain. You just need a place to land where nothing's asked again. God is not rushing you, He's not measuring your pace. He's sitting with the part of you that barely stayed in place. You don't need new courage, you don't need new plans. You just need rest for the soul that survived. You don't have to carry today alone. You made it through the night, and now you can sit down. You don't need to stay alert, you don't need to stand your ground.
You made it through the night,
And God is still here, holding what's left of you with patience, not fear. You survived, that's not small. You stayed when it would have been easier to fold. Now let yourself rest without explaining why. You're safe, you're here. That's enough.
you made it through the night.
And now rest is allowed. You don't have to be anything.
You made it through the night.
And God hasn't left, so lay your head down gently and let Him do the rest. I didn't come here with a victory. I didn't come with words of praise. I came with tired eyes and shaking hands, and a heart that's lost its way. I've been breaking in quiet places, so nobody has to know. Learning how to keep on standing while everything inside goes slow. I don't have the strength to lift my voice. I don't have the breath to pretend. All I know is I'm still breathing, and somehow that feels like faith. If staying counts as believing, then I'm still here. Even when I'm falling apart, still here. With a heavy heart, I don't know how to be okay, but I didn't walk away.
I'm still here.
Even when I'm falling apart,
Still here.
in the dark.
Oh, if you're close to the broken tonight,
Then stay with me right where I am. I've watched the days keep moving, like I wasn't really there, smiling at the right moments, just enough so no one stares. I've been faithful in the small ways, like getting out of bed, but some mornings feel like oceans, and I can't lift my head. I don't need to feel courageous,
I don't need to feel strong.
I just need to know this staying
Still means I belong.
If you're not measuring my faith by how loud I sound, I'm still here. Even when I'm falling apart, I'm still here. With a heavy heart, I don't know how to be okay, but I didn't walk away.
I'm still here.
Even when I'm falling apart,
Still here.
in the dark. If you're close to the broken tonight, then stay with me right here. Still here. I don't have answers for the waiting. I don't have peace to show. I just have this quiet promise that you see me low. I'm not proud of how I'm coping, but I'm honest in this place. If you meet people in their weakness, then meet me in this space. So I won't rush the healing, I won't fake the calm. I'll sit with you in the breaking and let you be my song. If you stay when I'm unraveling, then you are enough.
I'm still here.
Even when I'm falling apart, and I don't have to hide, I don't need to be unshaken to be seen by your eyes.
I'm still here.
Even when I'm falling apart, and I won't pretend I'm strong. And if staying with you fix this, I don't know how to begin. I don't know that I don't have songs of triumph. I don't have words of hope. I just have this quiet staying at the end of my rope. If you're here in the breaking, then stay. If you're here with the weak, then stay. 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 I'm still here, even when I'm falling apart, and that's all I can give tonight. If you hold the ones who can't hold on, then hold me in this fight. I'm still here, even when I'm falling apart, and I trust you see my heart. If I can't stand any stronger, then let's stay and be my part.
I've been afraid of letting you see the parts of me that still ache. I learned to hide my trembling hands and smile for strength's sake. But you never mistook my silence for peace inside my chest. You saw the cracks beneath the surface and called them places of rest. When I expected disappointment, I found compassion instead. You didn't ask me to be braver. You sat with me where I bled. You don't demand perfection, you offer kindness first. You are gentle with my weakness. You don't rush me through the pain. When I feel exposed and fragile, you cover me with grace. You are gentle with my weakness. You don't turn your face away. You don't shame my need for mercy. You stay.
I've confused conviction with pressure and healing with being strong, but you have always worked softly where my heart felt wrong. You don't raise your voice in anger. You don't break what's barely whole. You move carefully through my story like something precious, not disposable.
When I fall short of my own expectations and fear starts calling my name, you remind me I'm still loved exactly the same. You're not startled by my struggle. You already understand. You are gentle with my weakness. You don't rush me through the pain. When I feel exposed and fragile, you cover me with grace. You are gentle with my weakness. You don't turn your face away. You don't shame my need for mercy. gentle, so kind, so kind. I've learned that grace moves slowly, not because you hesitate, but because you care too deeply to leave my heart in pieces. You don't force me into healing, you invite me to be real. You don't push me past my limit, you teach me how to kneel. So here I am, not hiding, not pretending to be brave, just a soul learning to trust the gentleness of grace. I don't have to be fearless to be safe with you. You are gentle with my weakness, and I feel it even now. Not because the pain is gone, but because you're here somehow. You are gentle with my weakness, and this truth will always stay. You don't shame my need for mercy, you stay.
Oh yeah, if healing takes longer, oh yeah, then I hoped it would. Oh yeah, I'll trust the hands that hold me, patient, kind and good. Oh yeah, if my faith feels unfinished, if my courage feels small, I will rest in the gentleness that you show me through it all.
Gentle in the silence, gentle in the storm, gentle with a fragile heart that feels tired and worn. So gentle, so near. You are gentle with my weakness, and I don't have to hide. I can bring you all my questions and stay right by your side. You are gentle with my weakness, and I'm learning how to breathe. Not because I'm finally strong, but because you're gentle with me. So gentle, so kind, so kind.
Some mornings start before the light, with thoughts already loud. I haven't moved, but I feel tired, like the day's already done. I carry moments from the year that never found their place. They sit with me in quiet rooms, etched softly on my face. I don't call it hopeless, I don't call it pain, I call it staying present when joy feels far away. If breathing is all I can do, then breathing is enough. Oh. I'm still breathing under the weight, still standing where I am. I don't have strength for everything, but I'm still in your hands. I'm still breathing under the weight, still choosing not to run. I don't need the load removed to know I'm not alone. The calendar keeps turning pages like it doesn't know my name, but you notice every step I take, every quiet strain. I don't need to be reminded that better days exist. I just need a steady presence when this feels like it is. I've learned that hope can whisper and faith can move real slow. Sometimes staying is the bravest thing I know. You don't rush my breathing, you match my pace. I'm breathing under the weight, still here, still real. I don't have words for what I carry, but I feel you near. I'm still breathing under the weight, and that's my prayer tonight. I rest inside the mercy that keeps me alive. Still breathing, still here. Yeah, I used to think endurance meant pushing through the ache, but now I see endurance is letting yourself stay. You don't ask for performance, you don't demand relief. You meet me in the in-between and call it peace. So I take the next slow breath and let the moment be. I don't need to feel lighter to trust what you see. If all I have is breath tonight, then breathe is holy ground. If all I have is staying here, that's faith I found. I don't need the future clear, I don't need the past undone. I trust the God who stays with me until the work is done. I breathe in grace, yeah, I breathe out fear. I'm still here, yeah. I'm still breathing under the weight, and I won't be ashamed. I don't measure healing by how fast I change it. I'm still breathing under the weight, and that's enough to say, yeah, I'm held inside the love that lets me stay. Your body's been holding the memory of nights that had to stay alert. Even when the danger passed, the tension didn't know it was safe. Your shoulders learned to stay lifted, your breath forgot how to fall. Now you don't have to guard the door, you don't have to brace at all. Nothing is chasing you, nothing is asking you to run. You made it through what tried to break you, and now the worst is done. You don't have to keep watch anymore. Your body can breathe again, slow and deep. You don't have to stay ready, you don't have to be
be strong.
Your body can breathe
again.
let the air come in.
God is closer than your heartbeat, holding you where you are.
Sometimes survival stays in the muscles long after the threat is gone. So if your chest still feels tight, that doesn't mean something's wrong. It means you stayed away when you had no space to rest. Now this moment is here to give you back your breath. There's no rush to calm your thoughts, no pressure to feel peace. Just let the quiet remind you, you don't have to flee. You're safe enough to exhale.
Your body can breathe again.
You're not falling behind. Rest is not weakness here, it's how you survive.
Your body can breathe again.
You're not losing control. God is teaching your nervous heart that it can let go. Breathe in,
Let go.
you don't need to understand your healing. You don't need to track the change. Just stay with this moment and let your body learn it's okay. Faith doesn't always speak in words. Sometimes it calms the breath. Sometimes it just sits with you until your chest can rest. If tears come, let them. If silence stays, that's fine. Nothing is being taken from you. You're being given time. You don't have to rush this.
Your body can breathe again.
And you don't have to try. God is nearer than your thoughts and kinder than your mind.
Your body can breathe again.
This moment is enough. You don't have to fix anything. You're already held in love.
You survive.
Your body remembers. Now let it learn that it's safe. Nothing to fight, nothing to prove. Just breathe.
Just stay.
God is here, and you're okay. Your body can breathe again. You can rest right here. You don't need to stay alert. You don't need to fear. Your body can breathe again, and God is still near. Let the night release you slowly. You're safe here.